Joins me now from New York. He's sports editor at thedailynational.com. Mike, a lot of big headlines from the previous day. Chinese-American figure skater Nathan Chen winning gold. Of course, we have Chloe Kim and some of the European powerhouses chugging along. Let's chat about that first, and then let's take a look at what's ahead with Shaun White competing in his last Olympic Games.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit on all the big ones, but I think the main story that everyone's been talking about, the redemption story of Nathan Chen falling as far as 17th place 4 years ago in the Olympics, riding high coming into those Olympic Games. Could he make up for that? He rose to the occasion, record-setting short program, gold medal, on the way. So he is just the breakout star of these games. And you mentioned Chloe Kim, certainly again, gold medal 4 years ago, gold medal this time, and Shaun White trying to go out on a high after numerous Olympic appearances, basically saying that he's done with from the competitive aspect of things. So really a revolutionary career coming to an end, not only from the Olympic Games, but certainly from the X Games and everything that he's done to bring that sport into the mainstream as well.
You know, many were looking to the China-U.S. hockey match, not so much for the outcome. I mean, we have a lot of NHL players out, but to the sportsmanship and what it does on a wider level for relations between these two countries. What do these matchups mean?
It means that China is in the game. We've spent many months talking about the buildup to these games. We had many interviews where we were talking about how China had to basically create an infrastructure for interest in winter sports, an infrastructure for actually training and playing winter sports, numerous ice hockey rinks sprouting up all across the nation. Now, when they actually get onto the ice, the U.S. team beat them 8-0. It was a close game, and then the U.S. pulled away. But the fact that they are in the Olympics, they're having a showing, they put up a good game for a good portion of the game. No NHL players this year in the Olympics, so it's all amateur against amateur. But the fact that they are playing, not medal hopes, not even getting to the next round, but just in terms of being on the ice and being competitive, that's what they're trying to do and trying to show.
Another headline everyone is waiting to see how the legal issues unfold around the Russian figure skater and the Russian team. Reports of a previous positive drug test. Are you hearing anything more? And really, what happens next here?
What happens next is anyone's guess. Right now, it's more of a legal issue than anything else. The Russian, well, not really the Russian Olympic Committee, but it's all tied up because they're not really Russian skaters. It's the Russian Athletic Federation that they're skating under. But the 15-year-old prodigy, trimetazidine, a drug that's usually meant to treat heart irregularities as well as vertigo, but could also be used to increase endurance in athletes. So that certainly plays to something that a figure skater would want. This is a positive test that supposedly happened back in December. So should she have been able to compete in those qualifying events, and then should she have been able to compete in the Olympics? That's what's up for debate right now. And it's not even an IOC issue. It's an anti-doping issue. It's an Olympic issue. It's an IOC issue, and it's an athletic federation issue. It's lawyers involved on all ends.
On the onset of the Olympics, we heard of some cases among Olympic athletes and staff inside the bubble. We know that this is the safest place for anyone to be. Now there's talk of reducing restrictions. Do you think we could see some loosening of restrictions amid the competition?
Well, much like we're seeing loosening of restrictions around here in the States, there does come a bit of a breaking point. We heard some of the stories right at the beginning of the games of athletes that had to go into quarantine, just the conditions that were breaking these athletes in terms of not having good food, being completely isolated. The food that they were getting was basically the same meal week after day after day after day. So how could they then be expected to come out of that quarantine and have any ability to compete at a high level? So are they looking to ramp that back? There's not many days left in the Olympics. I think what they're hoping to do is to avoid a really catastrophic incident of a top flight athlete testing positive. We're now going into the second week here in the States. Ratings are down. Interest is a little bit down. There are a lot of entities that are involved and a lot of players to make sure that these Olympic Games keep on going. But right now, the testing is still going on daily. There haven't been too many incidences of positive tests obviously the ones that have been positive, you don't want to be one of those athletes and go through that. So that's what's getting a lot of publicity right now. But positivity rates are very, very low.
Mike Bako, always great to see you. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.